Yeah. Oh, I see it go.
Hey guys, and welcome to my video. I'm SgtSCortez, and I'm doing a video on Miscreated today. So, Miscreated, what is it? I know a few people will be asking that question, as it's a little bit under the radar at the moment. But Miscreated is a open world survival game. It's set in a post-apocalyptic future where like nuclear wars pretty much rendered the world dead. So yeah, Miscreated has like all the typical elements that make up survival games we all love, you know, pretty much used to by nowadays. Is like hunger, thirst, blood, the need to like scavenge for supplies, and there's crafting elements in there at the moment. That's obviously going to be expanded on a little bit in the future. There's going to be like base building and things, but at the moment it's pretty basic. So what separates Miscreated from like the vast other survival games out there is its ability for like immersion. It's so immersive. There's unbelievable amounts of detail like in the game, from like lush physics, like base vegetation, to some of the best lighting I've ever seen in a game. Textures are just phenomenal. I mean, to go as far to say it's like there's like actual like dirt on the ground that just looks like a real life photo. You know a game's gonna be good when you can look at dirt on the ground and think, wow, you know. So you know, that's got going for it. But like a bit more on the attention to detail is just the buildings feel so fleshed out. It's incredible. It really does feel like it has been an apocalypse, where most survival games like in that category don't really fit the bill. It just feels like an empty shell house that is, you know, maybe got like a turned over chair in. In this game, that's not the case. The buildings feel really, really fleshed out and lovingly crafted. The devs have done an unbelievable job with that. So more like, I guess it's gameplay more, but it's still level of detail is you actually like leave footprints on the ground. So you could follow somebody, you could track somebody in this game, which is something I haven't really seen in other survival games. I don't know whether that was by, you know, accident or it's actually a purposeful point of the game, but you can actually track people on this game. So yeah, get a little bit more like gameplay focused. It's not strictly PvP. The community in the moment is pretty impressive. Everyone seems to help everyone out. It's not just shoot on sight like DayZ and H1Z1. But there is PvP in there if that's what you're interested in. There's also mutants like walking around the landscape, and these guys are pretty serious. They're a little bit basic at the moment, but the devs have spoken to me personally and said that in the future there's going to be a large variety of mutants knocking around the environment. Some that you might have to take down as a group, you know, ones that are going to have to be taken down in certain ways. A little bit like Left 4 Dead in the sense there's a variety there. There are vehicles in game. I managed to find a tractor, which is one of the more recent updates in the game, so that was pretty cool. But there's quad bikes, there's like baggage handling buggy things, and like there's trucks. Two things that I am like really excited for is base building and hunting. Both have been confirmed by devs who have personally spoken to me like in my live streams and stuff. Base building is going to be really, really soon, probably within the next 2 or 3 updates, I think. So yeah, that's going to be working on a system very similar to like Rust. You're going to have to gather resources, place a plot down, and then build your base from there, like one piece at a time type of thing, you know. And hunting, technically the animals are already in there to hunt, but you can't really do anything with them just yet. So there's like deer, snakes, you know, shit like that. Like the squirrels as well. Squirrels confirmed, boys. Squirrels confirmed, boys. So they're in there. You're going to be able to hunt, which is, I know, important for quite a few people. So I guess like one final thing is that the game is in early access alpha. So you got to remember the game isn't a finished, complete thing yet. The game's going to obviously progress forward and stuff, and things are going to get a little bit more interesting as time goes on. This is definitely a game you should pick up. It's a game that's definitely going to expand. It's going to become more popular over time. And I think with base building, like I just said, really soon being implemented, I think it's a great time to jump in the game, get to learn the basics, ready for when the hype train arrives with all the people who are jumping on board with the base building and hunting. So yeah guys, I'd like to say thank you very much for stopping by and watching the video. I hope I've shed a little bit more light on the game itself. I know it wasn't too descriptive, but I know it's probably more than enough to convince a few people to, you know, buy into the game. Of course, if you guys have got any more questions or you need anything asking, go ahead and chuck anything in the comment section down below. I'm pretty sure either me or somebody else will be informed enough to answer them. And of course, if you're still not convinced enough to buy the game just yet, I would recommend jumping in one of my live streams or someone else's live streams. There are plenty people who actually stream this game now. So go jump in to the live streams, come and ask some questions. The devs are usually lurking around in there somewhere. So what better way to get your answers answered by than like a dev, you know? So, but yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for checking out my video. I'm SgtSCortez, and yeah, see you on the battlefield.